Hi, I'm Alan McInally, former professional football player, and with me, ex-Manchester City and Arsenal player Paul Dickov. You're here on BetSafe's Champions League preview for Wednesday, week 3. We're going to try and get you a treble as we do for Tuesdays, and of course our Premier League preview, which we preview all the games before the weekend here on BetSafe. Paul, into Wednesday. I'm really looking for, if this comes up, this will be fantastic. Let's start with probably not such a pushing the boat out. Arsenal at home to Ludogorets, 2-13.
Yeah, look, I think it's Arsenal playing.
I'm just
really
nervous
well
about Arsenal all the time because I'm not sure who's arriving. Champions League Arsenal, that is.
No, Ludogorets, they're going to come there. They're going to park the bus as they say, aren't they? Get everybody behind. But I think Arsenal will have way too much. You know, they had a great point over in Paris, first game.
Absolutely.
Won their last game, and I think going into this to get 7 points out of 9 will be a fantastic start. And with being at the Emirates, form's been really good at the minute, playing good football, scoring goals, not conceding, which is a big thing. I can't see past Arsenal on that one.
Wouldn't put you off that at all, and this is just, of course, a little add-on to his next two. Celtic versus Gladbach. You've gone for Glasgow Celtic.
I have.
21-10, so the odds against.
Look, their performance against Man City was sensational. They just went for it. It was like schoolboy football, wasn't it?
It was incredible. It was genuinely incredible.
With them being at home as well, and if Celtic, I'm saying they're going to get out of the group because I don't want to be disrespectful, they're not. It's going to be City and Barcelona, but to get that third place for the Europa League, the two games, even before the start of this, the two games against Gladbach were going to be massive.
Yeah.
And I just think being at home, their record at Celtic Park is phenomenal in European games.
Well, I suppose if you're looking to take any positives, you look at your last game and say, just watch it again.
Yeah. But Brendan's got them playing some really good stuff. You know more than anybody else what European nights are like at Celtic.
A few up there and they were incredible.
It's like nothing I've ever experienced going to watch it. You played in it, you're lucky enough to play in it, and I just think Celtic being at home's going to nick it.
Barcelona versus Manchester City. You've gone for City.
That's just not my heart rule in my head.
No, it's not. I mean, listen, this is a genuine, you can't say Barcelona are looking right now as if they're going to win the Champions League.
That's the main reason I went for City is, there's two or three actually, but when Barca haven't started the season well at all. Lost at home to Alaves.
What price of Man City?
Man City.
23-5. So we're going to get over 4s for Manchester City in a game.
Yeah, Barca already lost to Alaves, lost to Celta Vigo, dropped points against Atletico, which is always a tough game.
Absolutely.
But their form's erratic at the minute. Pep going back there. There's another little subplot, and if Kevin De Bruyne is fit for it, I can see City going there and winning the game. I really can.
This is a top treble, by the way. It's going to be Celtic to beat Gladbach. It's going to be City to go to Barcelona and win, and Arsenal to beat Ludogorets. 23-5 City, 21-10 Celtic, 2-13 Arsenal for a massive 18s, 19s, something like that. It really will be a belting treble, and if he gets that, I will probably be giving it that.
I'll be retiring
before our Premier League preview next week. Mine, it's not. I've gone a little safer, and I've actually gone a little bit controversial. Let's leave that till the end. Napoli against Besiktas. Napoli, I think, at home too strong. Surely 4-11.
Yeah, especially being at home as well. Besiktas haven't had the best of starts in the group.
Well, they
won
their last. They beat Benfica 4-2. So they scored goals at home. Yeah,
Besiktas, they drew with Kiev, I think, at home as well. But that's a banker, that one.
I'm going to go Rostov against Atletico Madrid. I've gone for Atletico 2-5.
Yeah, it won't be as easy as it looks, that one. Having to travelling involved. Rostov, it's a tough place to go, but Atletico beating Bayern
I did the game for Sky. Bayern were unlucky a little bit not to get something out of the game, but they're just so. They're exactly like their manager.
They're stubborn, aren't they?
Like their manager. It's like they say dogs look like their owners.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you only have to watch Atletico Madrid and know exactly what their manager's like.
Yeah, and they're so difficult to play against. But they've also, Griezmann, they've got that threat going forward. And
do you know who played well? Torres. Really did. He looked at a bit. He didn't look back to his absolute what we remember over here, but he's back to something.
It's going to be difficult for him to get back to his best, wasn't it? Because he was just phenomenal. But I've always liked Torres, even when he had his bad spell. He doesn't stop working when things aren't going for him.
Honestly.
He keeps making runs in behind to cause problems and create space for his teammate. And not just for this game. I think Atletico again will be there in the latter stages.
Napoli 4-11, Atletico Madrid 2-5, and Barcelona to beat Manchester City 4-7. My thing is,
go on, you don't know.
Messi, Neymar and Suarez is obviously a big thing.
Is Messi going to be fit? I know they're
The
talking
only
about
thing is, I mean, I don't
possibly
think
being back for the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to be absolutely honest with you, if he's not back in the game, then I think my 47 goes down to Swanee. But I just think because the game's at home, and the reason they haven't started well, there is nothing that they won't have to get up for this game with Pep coming back, with Manchester City coming to town. This is one where they have to stamp a little bit of authority, and they know the game's going to be really tough.
It's a game that can go either way. I
can make a case for City exactly what you said. De Bruyne is back, providing they defend better. They've got goals in them, City. Yeah. But it's one of them, it genuinely could be a 4-4er.
I think the old bet safe Man City score drop if you win for City. I think that there's going to be goals in the game.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Barca
by any way. That's a Premier League thing.
They can chuck it in for this game.
Well, they chuck it in for this game, yeah. In other words, if you have a bet on City to win the game and it finishes in a score draw, BetSafe will guarantee your money back through the season, so you might get it just for this game and this game alone.
There'll definitely be goals, no doubt about it. I think with the attacking prowess of both teams, how expansive both teams play, they don't concentrate a lot on the defensive side of games. So there's going to be goals, but I'm going to disagree with you, mate. I'm still sticking with City.
Listen, this is what it's all about, isn't it? BetSafe give us the best odds and we try and give the best advice, but sometimes we don't agree on everything for sure. Barca 47, Atletico Madrid 2-5, and Napoli 4-11. And once you lose your money on his treble, you get 3-1 around on my treble, so you get your money back. So it's going to be tough, but really good. The other thing I was going to say about the game is the stadium at Barcelona. Having played there, never mind watching the game there, is one of the games I wish I was going to go to the game.
I can't wait for it. I know City have drawn Barca previous years and against Madrid. This is the first time I think a City team,
I agree,
I really believe can go to these big clubs and start getting results.
I agree
now.
Totally. Just another quick look at the Wednesday night fixtures. We've talked about Celtic. Bayern against Eindhoven, maybe that was a quarter. I remember I played with Bayern and we beat Eindhoven. That was probably quarter-finals or something. It was a big game because the German-Dutch thing.
That's massive.
A lot of people don't know about it, but when we went,
it's not as bad, but it's similar to Scotland, England.
Yeah, well, it's a similar thing because I wasn't aware of it at the time when we went to the Philips Stadion. It was like I was like, what was going on here? So there's a little bubbling under that game as well.
There is. PSV domestically, it might not be the strongest league. They've started the season on fire, and I just think that's one to look Bayern on the back of getting beat over in Madrid. Absolutely. You know, it's you would fancy Bayern all day long,
more pressure on them, certainly, isn't there?
That has put a bit more pressure on them.
Exactly. You would expect Paris Saint-Germain to win against Basel, wouldn't you? The other one of Napoli, Besiktas have gone for that. But the standout game is obviously Barcelona.
I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Wednesday night for Champions League, you've got Barcelona against City. We are divided. You make your own decision and try and make as much money as you can on the best prices on BetSafe. Thanks to Paul. From myself, I've been Alan McInally. You've been watching us on the Champions League preview for Wednesday night on BetSafe.